Alrighty, so before I even get started, Grand Rising, good afternoon and good evening. Whatever time you click on this video is the right time for you, and I thank you in advance for your viewership and support. If you're here today and you were able to see my Gene Deal reading, Shine Puffy Combs Deactivation Series reading, there was a young lady that I spoke about. And a lot of you were trying to guess in the comments who this woman was. And no one was able to guess who she was or how she was affiliated to the situation. You either had to be in the group that was around, or you have to be a hell of a researcher to even know the reference that I gave. But I said that Gene Deal would know exactly who I was speaking of. Well, yesterday, a few of you hit my DMs and said, I think you predicted this. And you are completely right. The woman that I said would possibly know everything that needs to be known about what happened to Tupac, who was a very prominent woman at the time, had a major career at the time, was none other than Foxy Brown. I didn't want to name her in that reading for safety purposes because this is an ongoing investigation. The person who this leads back to when it's all said and done has not been arrested yet, and they're facing multiple lawsuits and charges for other things. So now that it's come to the Associated Press, I can go ahead and proceed with an energetic reading. So to the ones who inboxed me, yes, you had it 100% right. The young lady was Foxy Brown. To anyone in this generation who has no idea what Foxy Reach was in 1996, this is the year that, she popped on the scene straight off of a feature she did with Jay-Z, Ain't No Nigga, to Big Bad Mama, drops her first album. And at the time, her and Kim had like top sales, and she outsold Kim, but Kim became critically acclaimed. So for that time period, yes, she was huge. Her influence was definitely felt. Let me find a deck. And while I look for a deck, can someone be so kind as to timestamp this reading for 3 minutes and 15 seconds? Please and thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to tap into the energy around Fox Boogie Brown, better known to the hip-hop world as Foxy Brown. Birth name, Ingrid Marchand. She's of Trinidadian, and I want to say Filipino heritage. I know it's Asian heritage for sure. And that's why she referenced herself as the China Doll when she put that album out. Show me the energy around Ingrid Marchand, Foxy Brown. What was the energy around her in 1996 in Las Vegas? Take me back to 1996 in Las Vegas. Okay, interesting enough. First card out, Three of Swords, which represents heartbreak, and that's an extreme heartbreak, okay? And it came out of Judgment. Now, for those of you who don't know the history of the Judgment card, this is Archangel Gabriel. He comes before the earth in Revelation when the Most High tells him to sound his trumpet, rather, excuse me. And when he sounds his trumpet, his horn will be heard across the earth before the Most High returns, and he collects the saints, the chosen ones. So that all in itself in a reference shows me that that's a judgment that was enacted on someone that will get their spirit lifted. And it brought a huge amount of grief and heartbreak. Okay. Ten of Wands. This is a very, very heavy moment. Very hard to process, very hard to carry. Something that puts the weight of the world on your shoulders. And there was a large amount of money that was involved in Ten of Pentacles. So how did this Ten of Wands and Ten of Pentacles take place? King of Cups, this water sign. So that's a direct answer. For those of you who don't know tarot, King of Cups is a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And the spiritual energy that is around Foxy at the time is saying that it was this King of Cups that caused this Ten of Wands, and it was caused due to a Ten of Pentacles. Oh, sheesh. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is like the watcher, being able to see something, being in proximity of something that happens, watching something back on video. Either way, you directly seen something. You saw something that was to take place. If we're going to say the King of Cups, you know, he could say that he watched this on TV. He was watching on TV as this unfolded. Or you could say maybe he was somewhere where he could see. There was some type of way he was able to, you know, put eyes on the situation, so to speak. Yeah. They're all supporting the same energy. This judgment came through this King of Cups that caused this Ten of Wands that brought on heartbreak. Now, King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This could represent either an air sign or someone that was very, very mentally astute. Someone who, you know, either has the mind of a lawyer or someone that is corporate. Yeah, this judgment was made to happen in a way that the world could see. Now, this is starting to get very interesting because it's starting to feel like espionage. This is weird. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a very established man, a man who can make things happen, a man who has a lot of resources, a man who, you know, can spend, you know, endlessly and it wouldn't matter. But also there is a King of Pentacles involved in this. Strength. So there was a timetable given. They needed to bring it into this person's influence, okay? Because you've got the world here and you've got strength. Strength represents, you know, confidence. but there was a time period that they needed this done. This is feeling like it had to be done no later than Leo season because a cycle was coming to an end. What is it that needed to be done? Matter of fact, rephrase that. Why did they need to have this done by this time? What was the reason? Why did they have to have this done by this time? Okay, King of Pentacles just came out. Remember, I just told you about this King of Pentacles. Why did this person need this done in a certain window? Bottom of the deck, the Star. Okay, Star can represent hope for contract negotiations and agreement. Also, the quite literal sense is this person wanted to be the apple of everyone's eye. This person wanted to be a star. All the references they're giving me are apple to Big Apple. Let's see, a star of the apple. Biggest star out of the apple. Okay. Listen, this star wanted to be the king of New York. Why did this have to be done in a certain time period? Okay, so here's the end of a cycle that brings heartbreak. Remember that King of Swords? Oh, damn, I just realized who the air sign was, the King of Swords. Air sign is Pac. Okay, so got it. This King of Cups put together this plan that was going to bring judgment to this air sign, that was going to bring it into his cycle, that was going to cause extreme grief and heartbreak. But see, this Ten of Wands having to weigh the world on your back, I'm also looking at how these Ten of Wands are, you know, bound together. It's like there needed to be something put in place to lock in a situation after trauma and heartbreak. Yeah, so that somebody could become a star. And see, this had to happen this way to transfer the power, to rotate the mic. Or else this person would have never been up next. So you've got the Two of Swords here, which is the order that was given by the King of Cups. That was to cut someone off permanently. And the judgment was going to come out of what appeared to be a fight. Five of Wands. Got it. So this is the second time I've gotten this message. So thank you, Spirit Guides, for confirmation and reconfirmation. The last time I did a Tupac reading, which was last year, I read the energy around what happened to Pac. Okay. And I saw that the judgment was supposed to come out of the fight. But this is also telling me yet again that the fight was orchestrated by the King of Cups. They needed a distraction that would make the judgment make sense. And this was done for a certain artist. who would later become the emperor and sit on the throne. Someone the whole world would end up watching, the Page of Swords. And this was how they were going to come to happier times. So I said all of this to say this is what's going to be illuminated, allegedly, possibly, if they can get Foxy Brown to court. A light will be shined on this connection between the King of Cups and this person that comes in the King of Pentacles energy, okay? Because this person needed a rotation to happen so that they could become a King of Pentacles. And when it was all said and done, this end was going to lock in and solidify this person as a star after someone was cut off through what appeared to be a fight. Now this person is the emperor. So they got to supersede just being a King of Pentacles. They became an emperor. And now light is going to be shined on how this person became the emperor. Through being highlighted as a star, an artist. Yeah, wow. But see, the strength card falling over this artist is also letting me know that the Lion of Judah is coming down on this artist for the choices and decisions they made. Yeah, and everything about how you actually became the King of Pentacles, how you got money, how you got on top, is about to be exposed. Now, as you can see, this chariot with the two pharaohs on the front, they give me the feel, the energy of police. So it won't be long before this person who became the King of Pentacles into the Emperor starts to face heavy investigations themselves, because you're being probed into. Yeah. Interesting enough, Three of Swords over the world to the Two of Wands. So there was a heartbreak that brought a permanent ending due to a choice that was made, to a Page of Pentacles. So at this time, you were never going to come up. You didn't want to wait your turn. So how did the King of Pentacles offer you a chance to get in on this opportunity? How does this work? Page of Pentacles. Who had the weight of the world on their shoulder, was caught up and bound in a whole nother situation, was given hope for a new investment, new thing that they can get in on. Something that they can be a third party to. Okay, so falls right under the King of Cups. The King of Cups, who organized this person to be cut off indefinitely, you worked in concert too. There was third party energy between, like you both, either it's like you celebrated together, commiserated. That's the word. I think they want me to say commiserated. Okay, so there was an agreement, an understanding. Like a silent contract. Excuse me. To get rid of 3, to uplift 3. 3 had to go for 3 to make it. But they're saying one of the three didn't go. So one of the three wasn't unalived. And see, the people who work together, they keep saying commiserated. Okay, I don't even use that word. Interesting enough. Judgment, 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands. So it's like each party who took place provided influence or actually helped to be tactical in how this fight was aligned. The reader at the bottom of the deck. So there's somebody who can tie all of this together that knows every bit of what I'm saying. And they're intuitive, and they caught this. But it appeared to be outlandish. Nobody listened. Nobody wanted to believe it. It's like, you know, this person is out of it. Why would this person do X, Y, and Z? But there's somebody who tied this whole thing together, pretty much 80% of it, and it just seemed too outlandish. You got the the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. The ultimate betrayal that was a wish fulfillment. And it falls under the Page of Swords and the Emperor. Once this person failed, the whole world would end up watching this person. And this benefit that comes out of this situation is the reason right now that this person is the Emperor. So had this not have happened, this person wouldn't be positioned to be where they are. Wow. Queen of Cups, 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this Queen of Cups figure, she decided to leave, you know, the equation, to leave the negativity behind, to push forward, to go on towards more positive things, possibly even, you know, part of the reason why she left her career behind. Okay? It was cutting ties from all energy, all things that were somehow, some way tied together to this person that became the Emperor. Just wanted to leave it all behind, leave the negativity behind. I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't want to associate with it. If you ask me, I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing ever happened. The reader, Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah, this is a hell of a rabbit hole because it's stuff that I can't say because I don't want to lose anyone. It's like, think about a net being made out of different loops, like a chain net, right? And the way that they're weaving this story together is showing me people together from the past towards the time after everything happening, leading up into now, where how this ties together with people who are having issues right now today. This Emperor who's having issues with the artist, okay? This Emperor who's having issues with the artist. Okay, I want y'all to look at that. Who's out here like really killing it, having the time of her life. Who is a sun sign. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is someone who can speak sharply or aggressively. But she's very intelligent. So it's like, don't let the smooth taste fool you. And then you got the reader. This is someone who's very intuitive. Also someone who will read you your rights. And then right on top of that is the strength, which represents sun sign again, but it's also my Lion of Judah card. And we're seeing a back and forth go on silently between these two, play out on television, social media. That's like the fast forward of that person and who they were then before they became who they are, or who we have known this person to be for the majority of their career, to the issues that that person is having now, if that makes sense. Queen of Cups, who also is highly intuitive, okay? Damn, I mean, it's like looking into the energy around Foxy is like a time capsule. So please, you know, give me grace on this one. If you're of a certain age group, this may not make sense to you because you would have to know references all the way back to like 1995, 96 to what was referenced in like the mid 2000s to whatever is going around now. It's like a time capsule over the last 25 to 30 years. I want to say up to 30 years that they're showing me from when she was a young girl on top of the world to who she was attached to who they were and how they came in the game, to who they became, and now who they are attached to. And it's all a circle because this person over here, this artist, is also someone who's paid homage to Foxy. That's a whole lot of knowledge. But Foxy just wants to be left alone. She don't want to speak. So I see her, you know, when she finally does speak, she's going to speak the truth about what happened when someone was laid to rest. But it's like things have to be in place before she can comfortably feel like she wants to speak. So, okay, so we got the Queen of Pentacles here, which will be the wife to this King of Pentacles. So this woman and her child. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So this woman offered a new business opportunity or came up with a new business opportunity with a air sign, the star. And this star has brought nothing but 10 of Wands energy. And due to that energy, it's causing the 10 of Cups to 6 of Swords. Family issues. Someone's going to leave behind a toxic situation, never to come back. Oh, damn, Fox. Okay. Mind you, this is the energy around Fox, okay? I have not tapped directly into her. This is just the energy around her. So you got the Fool, which is a leap of faith, or looking before you leap. So this King of Cups who cut off this person who was out partying through third parties took a leap of faith. due to some actions. Like, what is this? Why did he want to cause this to happen to Pac due to some actions? Okay, so 10 of Cups here. Judgment had been called to come through this fight. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles also represents a man and woman that becomes wife and have a family. Oh, sheesh. Hold on. So this also allegedly could be attached to the falling out of Biggie and his wife. She decides to leave, get out of this toxic situation, and move on with her child. And then it's like, then her 2 of Cups was put to rest while the whole world watched. And this Emperor person was able to witness a betrayal that was a wish of, what do you call it? A wish fulfilled, rather. For a 2 of Cups. Somebody had to be put to rest. Oh, man. So they had all types of plans to orchestrate this situation and how they were going to play this story out in the media, allegedly. It's looking like they were going to try to, it was going to be a twisted tale of lovers. Like, they had multiple different ways that they were going to spin this in the media. So this is what it feels like this was going to be before it became an East Coast, West Coast beef, which made it sound much bigger. It was going to be a twisted tale of lovers. Excuse me. This was going to be the excuse for why everything went back and forth. Got it. So both of these men had to go, allegedly, Pac and Biggie. But it was supposed to look like, you know, a sordid tale of lovers. They was going to go back and forth. Cruz was going to go back and forth. And they ended up changing the appearance of this plan because it just didn't seem like something that would go off or come off. So they changed it to appear like gang violence. But when they altered it, it wouldn't include both parties. So they had to double back around for the other one. So what this is saying is that both had to go regardless. It's just the plan in which they were supposed to go was altered. Wow. That was always the plan. So now I see how this person goes from a page to a king, because it's like you wipe out all the competitions on both sides. I was being obstructed by both parties. Now I can sit in that seat unchallenged. And this is someone who's secretly known all this information for years. Somebody, you know, people who go way back. Now, mind you, this is ending up over here with this fire sign woman. And it feels like there is a silent understanding between her and Foxy, where, you know, no one has to say the loud, you know, no one has to say the quiet parts out loud, okay? Some things are just understood. Some things are known but not spoken on. Other things were illuminated through, oh wow, yeah. You got the lovers Seven of Swords. So the Lovers can represent choice and lovers, but there was a choice to, sabotage someone, to sneak up on someone, to ride out on someone. And she found out all of this while she was out with a potential lover. So pretty much Fox was like, she was arm candy. She was out with someone, ended up becoming like a fly on the wall, soaking up a lot of information on top of what she already knew. And these are things that she may be questioned on if they decide to bring her in to testify in this Tupac homicide investigation with Keefe D. Now, Keefe D has always alleged that Puff wrote a check for $100,000, and it was supposed to be given to him through a middleman, and that middleman never gave him the check. That person took the money and ran off with it, and that check was written out in the name of an entertainment company. So it just looked like a regular business transaction. This allegedly is the story that happened according to Keefe D. So if we go with Keefe D's account of what happened, he and his people ran down on Pac and his people due to an altercation that was had prior. Pac was caught lacking in traffic, unfortunately. He and Suge had a whole hail of bullets raining their way. Pac took the worst of it, ended up not being here with us anymore. Suge, for the most part, he got grazed, and he ended up making it. But the damage was done. The biggest competition was moved out the way. The biggest opponent was moved out the way. One person got revenge. Another person got to move up in their career. And all they had to do was be patient and wait for the other shoe to drop. And then there's no competition, commercially that is. And you can confidently take your seat on the throne. Oh man. So I'm going to close this reading out. This is something that'll probably be more so understood by people who know the culture more so in 96. But you would have to be an avid historian and listener of hip-hop, especially, when it got off into the more, expensive era, when you got the 600,000 or more video shoot, that part of hip-hop to completely put together what I just said. But I'm going to end it here. Angels, Heavenly Father, and ancestors, I pray that you put a heavenly hedge of protection around Inga Marchant. Keep her safe from all hurt, harm, and evil, all dangers seen and unseen. And whatever it is that she needs to say, let her be able to say it in all safety. Let your will be done. Amen. And this reading is adjourned. Talk to you next time.